I just picked up this little wood chipper, so let's see if we can get it to run. Let y'all check this thing out. So it's a little 5 horsepower wood chipper. I think it's rated for 3-inch stuff. We do a whole lot. Let's see if we got any oil. Get all these leaves and crap out of here. Yep, you guys can't see, but it's full right to the top. It's got an actual dipstick over here. That's at first. The thing has an actual dipstick on this side. Let's make sure she turns over. So, let me get this air filter off of here and see how it looks. Alright, so story time. So the story with this is, I was talking to my buddy and he mentioned he had one, and he bought it at an auction. No one else would bid on it because they thought it was locked up, and he looked down in it and just seen some junk in it. So no one else bid on it, so he bought it. And then he said he's had it about a year and didn't really mess with it. And then he said he'd sell it to me for 25 bucks. So I said I'll take it. And yeah, pretty much sums up the story. Not a very good one. Not a very long story. So I have no idea how long it's been sitting or anything like that. Don't want to see that. You just check, you know, your air filter, your engine oil. Yeah, that's about all you can check. Usually you got to clean the carburetor. Yeah, this thing is soaking wet. Oh goodness, falling apart. Yeah, I would say it is 100% safe to say that air filter is no good. This thing's like glued on here. Holy cow. Ooh, that's awful crusty. Yeah, so it's usually not a good sign when there's rust inside the airbox, but where's the water getting in at? I mean, there's an opening there. Unless it was sitting at an angle, maybe. I don't really know. Pre-filter, it's, well, gone. Get this crap cleaned out of here. What I'm doing now is popping the spark plug out. I'm going to squirt some oil down in that cylinder. It's a good thing to do, and everyone usually whines about it because I usually don't do it. Because usually that's not a good sign. There's rust in there. I usually don't do it because usually when I'm working on the plugs are a pain to get to. But this one's easy, so. Squirt a little oil in there. over here. Now you can check for spark by setting this plug here, pulling it for spark, or the lazy man's way, which I usually do, is just shoot some ether in it and see if it pops. But oh yeah, it's got spark. You see that? Not the greatest spark, but it's got spark. Okay. Oh man, that choke is froze up down there. Oh, there's a bunch of junk on it. See if I can dig all that out. Well, she's a little rusty in there, but I think it'll run. I don't know if it'll run on its own. We're probably gonna pull that carburetor apart. I'm gonna dump some fuel down it. Let's see if it pops off. From 2-stroke gas, I'm just gonna give it a little bit. And let's see if it does anything. Oh, it's hitting. That's a good sign. Oh, yeah. She'll run. Now, what I really should do is pull this carburetor off and clean it. But these have them little diaphragm gaskets in them, and they always break. So I'm actually just going to dump gas in it and see if it'll do anything. It probably won't, but it's a good thought. She's got some gas. I dumped more gas down the carburetor, so it will fire, but I don't know if it's running on its own or not. All right, we'll just give her a little stronger steps. That's funny. Look at all the nasty stuff that shot out of that thing. Alright, well, we're going to have to take this carburetor apart, so let's get to it. Alright, let's see how bad this is. Come on, linkage. The screen's clean on the bottom. I would say behind this little housing should be our diaphragm that probably doesn't exist anymore. Where in the world? Alright, let's see what's behind here. You gonna come apart? No, it ain't coming apart. Don't tear it. Trying to be very gentle not to tear this gasket. Oh, we did. Now let me dump a little bit of gas on it where that's so dry. And for granted, I do need a new one, but I'd like to make it run today. Alright, now there's your little spring. So as rusty as that is, I would say that main jet is definitely plugged up. So I'm going to run down here, blow compressed air through it, and clean all this up, and we'll be right back. All right, that's cleaned up and back on there. So I don't guarantee this is gonna run, but it's got a better chance than it did. Sprinkle a little gas in it, and let's see what she does. Hey, it runs. Let's get this thing down and like chip up a stick or something. Alright, I got some limbs over here, so we're gonna see what this thing will do. We tried. I'll get some parts and get that carburetor fixed. Alright, back on the wood chipper today. I got us a box of parts for it. So let's see if we can make this thing run today. Where did that go? Let's see. Come on. Alright, out with the old carburetor. Which side went what? Okay, now while this is like this, we're going to go ahead and do some preventative maintenance on these flathead brigs on this recoil here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Where's the bottom bolts? Might lose a little bit of gas. I see them in there. Come on now. Should be one more on this side. Yep. There we go. Alright, so these old flathead brigs have like this one-way locking setup, and it's got a bunch of ball bearings around here that clicks in. So when you pull it one way, it spins the engine over, and when it's running it, you know, free spins. But a lot of times, you know, over years and condensation, it gets a little corrosion in there and they like to stick. And sometimes it'll give you a real loud squealing noise on your recoil and things of that sort. So I'm going to squirt some penetrating oil down this little hole here. And work it in. Whatever you do, because you can take this apart, you pop this off and then hammer on this, it'll spin out and it comes apart. But if you take it apart, don't put grease in those little balls. It'll cause them to stick and jam up. But yeah, those are real notorious for getting some corrosion in there and causing you some issues. So if you do this before, like this one wasn't doing anything weird. So if you do it before, it kind of prolongs it. But if not, you can take it apart and clean all the junk out and stuff. But this one seems all right. So I'm gonna blow all this crap out of here. Put the cover back on. Let's get this thing together. bee's nest in there too. Get that out of there. Alright, so it was actually cheaper just to buy a brand new carburetor. So we got a brand new one. That choke was froze up on that one anyway, so I figure why not. It also came with air filter and a spark plug. We'll deal with that in a minute. I just took that off of there. What sense does that make? Don't. Why did that stop? I don't know what's up with this camera, it just stopped recording. Alright, I think the linkage is set up right. That carburetor is a little bit different, but let's see if this thing will run. let's try it now. I had a spacer in the wrong spot, so let's see what this thing does now. Now, came with a new plug and air filter, so let's go ahead and change these and try this guy out. It's probably hot. Alright, I cleaned up this air box the best I could get it, so. Well, we've done this much, might as well change the oil now that it's good and warm. Where's that gonna go? Of course it is. All right, so here's why I wanted one of these in the first place, is because I've been cutting a lot of firewood right here, and it's gotten really muddy from running the tractor in and out. And I just wanted to put some wood chips down to kind of soak some of that up. It was actually viewers suggested, and I said, well, that's a good idea. So we got this little guy here. It'll do a little bit, and it'll help clean up a lot of these leftover limbs. So yeah, anyways, let's get to it. So this thing, how this works is this side is, it says it's for up to 1/2 inch stuff. It's more or less, the big side is for like briar bushes and stuff. And then over here is rated up to 3 inch, but I had some 3 inch maple, or well, actually it wasn't even quite 3 inch maple, and it wasn't a big fan of it. So I'd say it could probably easily do 1.5 inch, 2 inch stuff. But yeah, I probably won't use that side a whole lot. Anyways, I'm gonna set this guy up kind of right in here and chip some of this stuff up. thanks for hanging out with me today. So we got a little chipper. Here's roughly the area that was about 30 minutes worth in this 6.5 foot bucket. So, you know, I mean, it's a good small machine. Anyways, I keep forgetting to mention these pants I got. A company called High C sent them to me, and they are, for the price, they're pretty decent, I think. So there's a link and discount code to that in the description. So these little wood chippers here, they are good for small stuff. What you see in there, most of that was maple, so it was relatively soft wood, so it really probably wouldn't be a fan of a whole lot of hardwood. But yeah, I mean, just for doing what I'm doing, you can see it's, you know, got some nice chips. Like I said, I'm just drying up some mud, but you know, if you was wanting to get serious about chipping, you would probably want a big industrial chipper where you could just, you know, pick up trees with a machine and zip them all through. But anyways, you guys have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one.